Heard was found responsible for Johnny's defamation, for which she was required to pay $5 million in punitive damages and $10 million in compensatory damages. Since she lost the slander case, Amber Heard has been in a state of turmoil. With regard to an opinion piece she published in the Washington Post back in 2018, the actress was sued by her former spouse Johnny Depp. Before we get into the details, please make sure to subscribe and help us reach the 1K subscribers count. She was found guilty and ordered to pay $10.35 million in damages, but her attorney, Elaine Bredehoft, said she was unable to do so. Her insurance provider has now changed its tune as well. Watch on for more information. Heard was found guilty of defaming Johnny, and as a result, she was ordered to pay $5 million in punitive penalties and compensatory damages, totaling $10 million. The latter was lowered to $350,000 due to state constraints, bringing the total to $10.35 million. The Pirates of the Caribbean actor was additionally ordered to pay $2 million in damages after Amber's claims were disparaged by his counsel as a hoax. The most recent development involves Amber Heard's insurance company's refusal to pay the money the actress owes her husband Johnny Depp after losing the defamation lawsuit. Instead, it is suing the Aquaman actress in an effort to avoid having to make any payments to her. According to Law and Crime, Amber was sued on Friday in the U.S. District Court for the Central District of California by New York Marine and General Insurance Company. Amber Heard is said to have a $1 million liability coverage, but the insurer decides not to pay out because of her willful and malicious behavior, which is against their policy. The lawsuit stated that an insurer is not liable for a loss caused by the willful act of the insured. For Amber Heard, who is already unable to compensate Johnny Depp for the significant amount of damages, this only complicates matters further. For her activities in the Depp case, New York Marine claimed that an actual conflict has arisen and presently exists between plaintiff, on the one hand, and Heard on the other side, with regard to the duties and obligations owed between plaintiff and Heard under the policy with respect to indemnity. New York Marine's lawyer, James P. Wagoner, declined to comment. Heard's spokesman failed to respond to questions. According to court documents, Travelers Commercial Insurance, another insurance provider, had spent and continues to spend large sums for Heard's defense under a homeowner's insurance policy it offered in 2018. Now it is suing New York Marine for its proportionate share of the expenses. The most recent potential legal issue for Heard is the New York Marine complaint, which was filed in U.S. District Court in California. It comes a little over a month after the jury's decision in the protracted, well-reported Virginia trial to determine the merits of Depp's claim that Heard had slandered him and Heard's countersuit. Weeks of controversial testimony were given during the trial, including Heard's explicit accusations of sexual abuse during their marriage. Heard accused Depp of abusing her at home, but Depp denied it. Depp filed a $50 million libel lawsuit against Heard in 2019 after she called herself a public figure representing domestic abuse in an op-ed she wrote for the Washington Post in December 2018. Although Depp was not specifically mentioned in the op-ed, The Pirates of the Caribbean, Heard lost one of the 3 allegations she made against Depp in her $100 million countersuit, while Depp prevailed on all 3 of Heard's claims. Currently, her insurance provider claims that it does not think it must compensate Heard under the terms of the contract, which offered liability insurance up to $1 million. According to the lawsuit, Heard received coverage from the insurance provider in 2019. According to California Insurance Code 533, plaintiff claims it has no obligation to defend Heard, according to the insurance company's complaint. According to the case, the state code states that an insurer is not liable for a loss caused by the willful act of the insured. Heard intends to challenge the jury's verdict in the libel case. According to testimony in the Virginia defamation trial earlier this year, she has spent at least $6 million on legal bills. According to documents filed in 2021 in U.S. District Court in California, Travelers filed a lawsuit against New York Marine seeking an equitable contribution toward defense costs. In its complaint, Travelers said that New York Marine should be responsible for at least half of the defense expenses. According to the complaint, Heard received a homeowner's policy from Travelers in 2018 that covered or possibly covered losses due to defamation and promised a defense to any litigation seeking such damages. Depp was criticized by a Heard representative for not attending the slander trial verdict. The actor from Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, is now applauding. Depp appeared to criticize his ex-wife in 2 new songs he co-wrote with Jeff Beck as Heard was being sued by New York Marine. The newest Depp-Beck project, according to The Independent, features a song with the lyrics, "I think you've talked enough for one mother F night. You're sitting there like a puppy with a 7-year itch," according to another song named Sad Mother F Parade, "and if I had a penny, it wouldn't reach your hand." Depp doesn't specifically identify Heard, but it is reasonable to assume that he directed his animosity against his ex-partner. The insurance provider claims that the $1 million coverage excludes the jury's factual findings, show that Heard's guilt is caused by the purposeful acts of Heard, and they observed that her legal defense team had changed from the one they had previously decided upon. As a result, the policy does not offer coverage for Heard's responsibility as indicated in the judgment order made on June 24, 2022, in accordance with California Public Policy and California Insurance Code 533. An insurer is not liable for a loss caused by the willful act of the insured, according to that California legislation. The Los Angeles Times reports that Heard received backing from Travelers Commercial Insurance through a 2018 homeowners insurance policy. According to the publication, Travelers sued New York Marine to force it to cover half of Heard's defense fees, and New York Marine responded by suing back. On Good Morning America last month, Depp's attorney Benjamin Chu stated that the actor's case was never about money. This was about rebuilding his character, and he's done that. Depp can pursue compensation in a number of ways, but he must wait 90 days after the verdict to do so. He can start that procedure in August. Although New York Marine and General did not directly state that Heard had submitted a claim to the firm, it did state that it is aware that Team Heard feels they are entitled to compensation from the insurer. The lawsuit claims that Heard rejects Heard's assertion and maintains that the policy provides indemnity coverage. Elaine Bredehoft, Heard's attorney, did not promptly respond to messages left on Monday. To preclude any claims connected to the ruling, the firm is requesting a declaratory relief judgment. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such exciting content and latest gossips about your favorite celebrities. See you in the next video.